Hey folks, it's Jeff Johnson with UndergroundTradingLab.com, and I promised you a case study of how I made $210,000 in affiliate commissions promoting somebody else's product in just 9 hours with nothing but free traffic. This is the overview. I'm going to go into a case study later. I'm going to create more video tutorials for you that goes into more specifics, but I need to get a few of the overview things out of the way. So it was $210,000 in approximately 9 hours. That's how long the sales letter was open. I made $180,000 in affiliate commissions. $30,000 of that was for the top affiliate prize. I made $25,000 in cash, and it was actually for the Magic Bullet system. Now, the Magic Bullet system was a $3,000 product that just came out last month. I was the top affiliate. One of the prizes I won was $25,000 cash in a duffel bag. Jay and Amish from the Magic Bullet are literally flying out to Detroit to hand deliver $25,000 on February 24th. So it's pretty sweet. It's not the best prize I've ever won. I'll show you a picture of that in a second, but it's nice. So of the $210,000, $30,000 of it was cash prize money. So let's talk about this. First, the FTC has required new disclaimers and disclosures from us, so let's get those out of the way. It wasn't 9 hours. The sales letter was open 9 hours. The amount of work that I put into it for this particular promotion was less than an hour. I put together a series of emails that I sent out to my list, and also I created a few blog posts on different blogs. If you include the time I spent building lists and different things like that, that's different. But literally, I already have the asset. I already have the email list. I spent less than an hour just pushing the button, writing the copy, and sending it out to my list. And there's a whole technique to how I did it, and I've shared that in my other video tutorials. So if you head on over to my blog or you're on my mailing list, chances are you've already seen some of those video tutorials. 210,000 is not my biggest day ever, not even close, but it's also not my worst day, and it's certainly not my average day. My average day is measured in fives and ten thousands of dollars, not hundreds of thousands, but 210,000 is something I'll take any day of the week, and I'm going to share with you in this overview of how I did it, and then in the future videos, I'll share with you more step-by-step details. Now, I crush it like this on a regular basis because I've been teaching my secrets to thousands of people just like you for the past 5 years. 5 years, I've been sharing it on my blog and in my coaching club, so I must be doing something right. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing for sale. My coaching club is not open. There's no call to action at the end of this that says, buy my product, folks. I promised my list I would share this information, and this is the overview. Now, this is actually a picture of one of my favorite affiliate prizes. I just won 2 pinball machines from Jeff Dietrich for his launch. And it was actually for a free DVD. I mailed it out for a free DVD, and through his power and his magic of upselling, I actually made $19,000 in commission, $2,000 in cash prizes, and 2 pinball machines worth $11,000. This one was delivered to my office. There's a picture of me. It's a bad picture, but it's me. I literally play this thing every day when I'm at the office. And then he had one delivered to my house, the Simpsons pinball machine for my children in the playroom at the house. So they're pretty happy. I'm pretty happy too. So Jeff, thanks. Appreciate the pinball machine. I believe I talked about how I choose those types of offers in a video that's on my blog called Perpetual Payouts Get You Paid Forever. Let's move on. I don't have a lot of time, and this is an overview. So, Mike Hill sent this email out in August or September. The email said Jeff Johnson made over $50,000 during our soft launch, which was in August. Actually, this was talking about the soft launch. I made over $50,000. Then he reopened it up for a full launch, and I was able to generate 86 sales. He was paying, I believe, $1,000 to $1,200 per sale, so I made more like $80,000 to $100,000, but it was a great product, and this was just October of 2009. Then, at the end of October again, Jeff Walker sent an update that said, hey, JJ, that's me, Jeff Johnson, JJ made $127,796.20 in initial commissions. Here's the big point. It's circled in red here in the video. Jeff Walker went on to say that these numbers are way understated, and he emphasized way understated. They only include the full pays in the first payments of the 6-pay option. What that means is that over 70% of the people that bought this product, over 70% of them, chose the multi-pay 6-month pay option. So $127 that I made was just on the initial payment. There were still 5 more payments to come. 70% of the people took that option, so that means I've got a boatload of more money coming my way. Now, also in disclosure, let's talk about refunds. People do refund. People don't finish making all their payments. So I won't collect all of the money. If you normally see somewhere around a 10 to 20% refund rate. So let's say $210,000 and there's a 10% refund rate. I still made $180,000, $190,000 for the CPA Tsunami deal I showed you with Mike Hill, he told me that his refund rate was under 20%. We haven't seen the refund rate yet for this deal. But folks, you know what? It's still a lot of money any way that you cut it. So let's move on. Also, it's not just about internet marketing, folks. I've been teaching people for years. I've been doing it myself. I've had websites and successful businesses that have sold sewing machines online, coffee mugs, high-def televisions. I still love selling high-def televisions. Inflatable air beds, you know, those little aero beds you blow up when a guest come over. I've sold those successfully online. I also have built 50,000 subscriber lists from scratch with nothing but free traffic in the dog market. And that product that I helped get my buddy get it off the ground, and he did all, it was his product, it was his sales copy, his emails that got people to buy. My job was to build the list. My job was to test the conversions of the offer on the front end to get them on the list, and once they got on the list, it was Frank Kern's job to convert them into sales. It was his product. So all I did was build the sites and do the testing for the conversions on the opt-ins, but it was all Frank, and he's a master. He was able to get those people to buy well over $1 million a year worth of dog products, and that's interesting. I've talked about that before. And eBay, I did a case study for my coaching clubs, and it's probably on my blog too, where we did $56,000 in 2 weeks, turned it into a six-figure business. I had no JV partners up front. I didn't use my name. I didn't mail it to my own list. We created the product, we launched it, and the day we went live with the product is the day we started lining up our JV partners. And boom, the snowball rolled, and we made 56 grand in the first 15 days, turned it into a six-figure business. Another case study I did at one of my seminars was for a celebrity blog. It wasn't a celebrity blog, excuse me, it was a membership site. I showed them how I was able to get 25,000 members in just a few weeks, and I got the members, the 25,000 or 30,000 members, to actually create the content for me on the website. And that was another case study I've done in the past. I just want to let you know, for the first time, if people are watching my stuff, it's not just internet marketing. It applies, the concept applies to every market. It's a simple formula, affiliate marketing success formula. Affiliate marketing success equals traffic plus leads plus sales. It's all there is to it, folks. If you can just look at any problem that you have, break it down to its core components, and then work on increasing the effectiveness of each component, you'll ultimately be more successful. I don't care if it's basketball. I don't care if it's creating a Pinewood Derby car. I mean, those are actually the conversations I have with my 9-year-old son. But look at anything. If you have a problem, analyze the core components and then work on increasing each one of the components. It's a theory of constraints. Is another thing to look at. There's the book The Goal we all read back in college. Talked about the weakest link being the problem for flowing through to your business. So all you have to do is look at the affiliate marketing success formula and say, the three components are traffic, leads, and sales. What can I do every day to increase one or all of those components? If you can do that incrementally, you become more successful. That's what split testing is all about. That's what new product introductions are all about. That's what finding new sources of traffic all about. And in fact, if you look at my undergroundtradinglad.com header on my blog, what does it say? For the last 2 or 3 years, it has said, more traffic, more leads, more money, because that is the core of what it is that we are trying to do. So remember, your success is simply affiliate marketing success is simply more traffic, more leads, and more sales. Conversion of more traffic into more leads, and conversion of more leads into more sales. If you can increase the overall sales or the percentage of sales, then you're better off. And that's simply it, folks. This is an overview. Like I said, I will create more videos. In fact, when I go through this, I've already created all these videos for you. So make sure that you're on my mailing list. Traffic sources. When I looked at my stats the other day, my training traffic sources for the site that I looked at was email, because I just did an email to my list. It's also search engines. 25 to 35% of my traffic at least comes from the search engines on the blog that I was looking at. Affiliates send me traffic, but that's only a couple of times a year that I have a big launch. And when the affiliates send me traffic, I generate 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 new leads for my opt-ins when the affiliates mail it out for me. Now, I haven't launched since last fall. Last fall was the last time my coaching club was open, but my blog is still in the top 5,000 on the internet because I get good word of mouth because I put great content on my blogs and my other websites. YouTube is a great source of traffic for me. I have 75 YouTube videos out there. They send me traffic on a regular basis. I also happen to have, I'm testing the new video placement. They've got this new video ad thing that you can run on YouTube. I'm testing it out now. I'll share the results with my guys later, but it's pretty interesting. We've tested the cheap ads on Facebook. Folks, you can buy ads on Facebook and YouTube for a penny. And through YouTube, your videos show up on the Google Content Network, and they're still only charging you a penny. So it's not the same as AdWords, where you have to put at least 5 or 10 cents down. I'm getting traffic on highly competitive words. I'm in the top 5 of placements for a penny, folks. And now, I can't even talk about that now, but it's a great source of traffic to look for. If you look at, once again, I've already showed you guys how I do YouTube. Twitter, here's something interesting. Twitter is a good source of traffic for me on one of my blogs, my main blog, Underground Training Lab. Now, I didn't want to play with Twitter. I hadn't even sent out a single tweet, but I'd set up an account so we could test it. And just by setting up the account, I had 600 followers. Just 600 people found my name on Twitter and signed up to follow me. I hadn't made a single tweet. I had 5,000 followers on Facebook, 5,000 friends. I did a test. I wanted to see which one was more viral. I've got a whole video series out there about the viral nature of Facebook and how to tap into it. So once again, you've already seen this stuff from me. But Twitter, I hadn't used yet. So I put out a tweet on Twitter about the same thing that I put out an update on Facebook. And I used separate tracking links. That was the only difference. And even though I had 10 times as many followers on Facebook than I had on Twitter, Twitter actually had 12 times as many clicks on the links in the first week than the Facebook did. So I had 5,000 followers on Facebook, put out a link, had 12 times as many clicks on my Twitter account. What's interesting now is months later, 30 or 40 times more people are still clicking the Twitter link than are clicking the one that I issued on Facebook. So give Twitter a try. It's more viral. I haven't released any training content on that, but I've definitely showed you guys how to do Facebook. Now, leads. I've already shown you how to do leads. You give away free content, free software contest sweepstakes. We use Google Website Optimizer for our split testing. It's free, and we use Aweber for our autoresponder. I just issued an Aweber tutorial on my blog. So once again, folks, this is just an overview. I will get into more detail in subsequent videos. Sales, my own products, affiliate products, and we use Google Website Optimizer for our split testing of our sales letters. Once again, it's free. And if you want to know more about affiliate marketing and how I pick my products and how I put together my offers, just head on over to my blog. There's a video called How to Be a Super Affiliate in 5 Easy Steps. And there's also another one called Perpetual Payout Offers, Get You Paid Forever. And I talk about how I select offers in different markets and then how I take those offers and I turn them into big paydays for me. And once again, like I said, folks, this is just for your information because we're talking about me now. They're not average results. So once again, affiliate marketing success formula is simply traffic plus leads plus sales. I've already given you guys extensive video tutorials for free. I'm not even talking about my coaching club. There's 1,000 times more stuff in the coach club. I'm talking about on my blog and on YouTube. I've taught you how to get traffic and how to use Web 2.0 properties to generate the traffic, how to convert more of those into leads, how to use contests, and we've talked about how to generate more sales. So if you increase any one of those components, traffic plus leads plus sales equals your success. All you have to do is look at each one of those components and get one of your employees or yourself to work on one of those components each day using the tricks and techniques that I share with you and I will be sharing with you in the future. And you cannot help but ultimately, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, it's not a guarantee, be more successful because that's what I do. I literally sit down and look at that formula, say, what can I do to get more traffic or more leads or more sales? So this was just an overview, folks. I promise when I get back from my trip, I will definitely put out more content about this specific topic. So leave a comment on my blog. Let me know what it is you'd like me to cover in my future videos. And make sure you look around because a lot of this stuff is already covered on the blog, on YouTube. There are 75 videos in my YouTube channel alone that are high content videos. So leave a comment. Definitely leave a comment on my blog. Let me know what you'd like me to cover in my future videos. I'll see what I can do for you. And if you haven't gotten a copy of my free Traffic Getting SEO plugin yet, you need to get your hands on it. It's the same software I use to generate traffic, leads, and sales every day in my business. It's absolutely 100% free. All you have to do is join my mailing list. Plus, I'll send you some great tutorials about getting more traffic, more leads, and more money. So make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what it is you want me to create from a video tutorial standpoint going forward. My name is Jeff Johnson. I appreciate your time. And we'll talk again very soon.